So in 2008, my husband's restaurant business started going under, and it took our house, our entire life savings, and almost our marriage with it. And thankfully, it didn't take the marriage, but it took all the money. And at the time, I was also unemployed, and I was facing an issue where I just felt like shit about myself, excuse the word. But I did. Have you ever felt that way? Yeah. The alarm would go off in the morning, and all I could think about are all the things that were wrong with my life. You ever wake up and you feel that sense of dread? You got a job you hate going to? You got a body that you don't like? You just don't feel that good? Well, that was me every single morning, and I was also doing making a lot of decisions that were pretty bad. I was drinking a lot. I was not that nice to my husband, and I was really, really struggling because I was really scared. See, I was doing a lot of things that caused me pain because I was in a lot of pain. Well, what ended up happening is one night I was watching a commercial, and I saw this rocket ship launching, and I thought, oh my God, that's the answer. That's it right there. Tomorrow morning when the alarm goes off, because I was hitting the snooze button over and over and over again. Tomorrow morning when that alarm goes off, I am going to rocket out of that bed like a rocket ship. I am going to move so fast that I cannot talk myself out of getting up. Now, it might have been the 4 Manhattans I had had that night that gave me that dumb idea. But, you know, whatever. I'm going to take the inspiration where it comes. So the next morning, the alarm goes off, and I'll never forget this, you guys. It was a Tuesday. It was February. We had lost the kids' college savings. There was a lien on our house. Chris was sleeping on the couch. I was unemployed. I felt like the world's worst parent. I felt like I'm just no confidence, no idea how I was going to dig myself out of this hole. The alarm goes off, and it was weird. It was like time suspended. Immediately, as I laid there in bed, I started thinking. I started thinking about all the things that were wrong. I started thinking about the dread that I felt. I started thinking about, another terrible day. I just don't have the energy for this. And then I did something I had never done before. I could feel the doubt close in as I was lying there thinking. I went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I stood up and I was like, what the hell just happened? So a funny thing happened. As I started to use this stupid rule, okay? As I started to use this rule, I'm going to count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, if I know I should do something. My whole life started to change. You see, what I'm about to prove to you today is that your entire life is happening in 5-second windows. That the secret to greater confidence, the secret to beating self-doubt, the secret to building that legacy, to being hungry, like Les was talking about, 5-second windows, 5-second decisions. I made myself a promise as I started to beat the habit of hitting the snooze button. I said to myself, look, if I find myself in a situation where I know what I should do, but I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to use this stupid rule. So I would 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get up, and I'd walk into the kitchen and I'd see Chris, and we still had all these financial problems, and I'd go, want to strangle you, because it's easier to point the finger, isn't it, at other people? Have you ever noticed when you're pointing the finger at other people and blaming and shaming and complaining, there's always 3 pointing right back at you, isn't there? I think it's the universe or God's way of saying, hey, the power is in you. But when you don't feel confident, you don't feel that the power is in you, do you? You feel full of doubt. So slowly but surely, I started making 5-second decisions. I would see the booze, and I knew I shouldn't have it, and I'd go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'd turn away. I'd see the phone and knew I needed to make a phone call to get a job, and I'd go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and everything started to change. Now, in full disclosure, I was never going to tell anybody about this, ever, because it sounds so stupid. Oh, you guys want to change your life? No problem, just count to 5. Done. Okay, mic drop, I'm out. That's it. Here's the other thing. I had no idea why it worked. I honestly thought like I was a witch. I had figured out a spell. I understood like how to create magic in my head. And here's the other thing. This was classified. This was my stuff. Why would I want you to have it? This was working for me. I suddenly went from depressed, drinking, in bed, in debt, fighting with my husband, to getting up, getting in shape, getting sober for a while, getting a job, getting a radio show, making that radio show syndicate, making more money than I ever thought was possible. How? One 5-second decision at a time.